Let's try this again. It didn't work the first time.
I looked down and saw he had a smile upon his face. Even on this sad occasion, it was perfectly in place. He was my favorite uncle, everybody's friend, and I can still hear him say, right up to the end, life is for the living. If you're not embracing every moment, you're wasting precious time. If you're not loving somebody, you're really not alive. This ain't no dress rehearsal, our time down here on earth. Sometimes it takes somebody leaving to remind us what it's worth. And all the blessings we've been given. Life is for the living. I loved a woman, at least I thought I did, till she just couldn't take what I just wouldn't give. Spend all my time working when I should have loved her more. And I can still hear her say, as she walked out the door, life is for the living. If you're not embracing every moment, you're wasting precious time. If you're not loving somebody, you're really not alive. This ain't no dress rehearsal, our time down here on earth. Sometimes it takes somebody leaving to remind us what it's worth, and all the blessings we've been given. Life is for the no, this ain't no dress rehearsal, our time down here on earth. Sometimes it takes somebody leaving to remind us what it's worth, and all the blessings we've been given. Life is for the living. Life is for the living.
I love the roll call. Y'all come in and tell where you're from. One lady from Brazil, be safe in Brazil. Y'all are having the hot spot of the terrible virus. Yep, you're having a hot spot from that virus that came out of China. So be safe. Wear your mask when you go out, but you wear them to protect others. Not as a badge of you're in this together, like our governor said today. But you do it out of concern for other people in case you have the virus. So wear your mask. Wear your mask. You know, the governor might not say that when everybody starts wearing masks that say Trump on them. I have a friend from high school. Her sister and I were in the same class together, and she got her Trump 2020 mask this morning. She had to share it. I thought it was so funny. I almost died. It was hilarious. Anyway, so that song started us out. You know, we've been going through a time of horrible people dying. You know, this virus isn't funny. It's not funny. And those of us who are overweight and are pre-diabetic You need to think seriously about changing your lifestyle, because we got to get on with living and not just worry about dying all the time. We've got to change the way we live. You know, we've got to eat better. We've got to eat green leafy vegetables. We've got to take care of ourselves. And it starts today, not next week, not next Monday. It starts today. And don't wait. Don't wait. Because life is for the living. Somebody's got to be here to take care of the rest of the family. If you don't take care of you, who will? And that's the thing we forget. We just expect everything to happen. I saw one of the most amazing things on TV last night. And it was some healthcare workers that worked in a nursing home. And they shut down their whole nursing home. Everybody that worked there slept in their office. They didn't let anybody in for any reason. And for 65 days, they stayed quarantined, protecting the residents of their nursing home. 65 days. They did it. They did it. And not a single person caught the virus. Not a single person died. And it was just the most amazing thing. They packed their things up. They stayed away from their families to protect their families in case it got into the nursing home. And they were committed. The same thing happened in a meat packing plant. I think it was Mississippi. But they stayed protected in their own little bubble. So we can do things. We can do things to help others. You know, we don't have to say, I can't do anything. Yeah, we can. We can wear our mask. Not as a badge of honor, but as a way to protect others. We can wear our mask. I went to a restaurant last night. Did I wear a mask? No. Because we were seated more than 6 feet apart. The booths were all around the outside of the walls of the restaurant. And all the waiters had on their mask. It was wonderful. They did such a good job. Checkout had a piece of plexiglass. I loved it. So, let's drink. Life is for the living. And we need to get on with living. Not just preparing to die all the time. We got to quit thinking about that. Because what we think about, we bring about. So, we got to do the things we learned in kindergarten. Keep our hands to ourselves. Wash your hands all the time. And don't shake hands. And be safe. Be safe. I have a prediction. I predict class sizes will get smaller. We will have more teachers' assistants because we will have fewer children in the classes. We will have one teacher that oversees where we had 25 people in a class. Now we're going to be down to 10. So it'd be 10 and a teaching assistant, 10 and a teaching assistant, 10 and a teaching assistant. And the teacher will go between the classes. And kindergarten, and first grade, and third grade, and fourth grade. Yep. So we might not be hiring more teachers, but we're going to be hiring more teachers' assistants. Because that's how school systems do. I was married to a school teacher. My mother was a school teacher. They don't hire more teachers. They hire more assistants. There's little Miss Kaylee. We're drinking tea, Kaylee. Why don't you get something to drink with us? It's nothing like a nice little cup of tea. Yeah, they were ridiculous. Kids couldn't get the kind of education they needed. And if you haven't seen Khan Academy, I think I talked about it yesterday. It's a great way. If you don't know how to teach your child something, find it on Khan Academy on YouTube or on their website. Now, I asked Ben's permission to give out his address because many of y'all have asked for it. And here is his mailing address. If you want to send him a birthday card or a get well card or a thinking about you card, please do so, because he needs cheering up. He tries to help people. He's trying to help a couple of people right now, and say a little prayer for Chuck. Chuck's a friend of his that wanted a new start on life, so Ben brought him home with him from Lake County. And it's Ben Sherrill, 1224 Morrell Road, like the mushroom, Morrell Road, Knoxville, Tennessee, 37919. And he set up a little fundraiser thing. Everybody does it for their birthdays. And his has to do with, he's been clean and sober for 5 years, doing amazing things with his life. And, you know, he is in his own element when he's helping people. When he is helping people. That's what he does best, is he's found his calling of helping people. Yeah, they're posting his address. So if you can donate to his fundraiser, I put it in the comments on our page. But we've got to start living like there's no tomorrow. Yeah, you love every day like there is no tomorrow. No tomorrow. And I never hang up the phone that I don't say I love you. Rebecca taught me that. You just have to tell people you love them. You have to tell people you love them. Ben had a terrible thing happen yesterday, but he's learned from things. He had bought this little mini bike. He likes to work with his hands. He likes to work on cars and four-wheelers, and I know I used to do it too. But he bought this little mini bike that had been setting up for 5 years, and the gas had gummed it all up, and it was terrible shape. And he was working on it. He went in the house, and somebody came on his driveway, backed their truck up, and picked that thing up and stole it. And he has the Ring doorbell. And it got it on camera, this man stealing. Now, Ben knew who he was. Ben knew who he was because it's somebody he tried to help. Somebody he had tried to help. So, there I said the so again. Therefore, he learned a lesson. You can't help everybody. You can try, but sometimes you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. You can try to help, and if they're junkies, if they're drug addicts, they're going to steal from you. They're going to do all kinds of things. Well, they're not going to put him in jail because the thing was only worth $500. Only worth $500, and they're not putting people in jail in Knoxville. They're just slapping them on the wrist and letting them go. The police officer came out to Ben's house today, and they called Jeremiah. His name is Jeremiah. He's got a biblical name, and he's a drug addict. So it broke Ben's heart. It made me mad. It made me mad. You can do a lot of things to me. I'm loyal to the nth degree. But if you steal something from me, you're no better than dirt. Really. Dirt under my feet. As Robert did one time, kicked the dust off his feet and got in the car, and I said, I'll never come back here again, ever. So you can try to help people. You can give people a benefit of the doubt. But when they show you who they are, you have to believe them. You have to believe them. You have to forgive them at that point. That doesn't mean you trust them again, but you need to forgive them for yourself. But that's part of our book, Body Clutter. You got to forgive them, or it's going to eat away at you. I don't know who wants no soliciting. I don't know what that means. Anyway, we live, we learn. Life is for the living. We have to keep going. But we got to quit dwelling on what we can't do and get out and do something. Get out of the house. Get past this isolation. Be safe. And you can do it. I got out last night. I felt a little twinge because I couldn't find a mask when I got in the car. And I thought, well, how can I wear a mask and eat? I can't do that. So I finally just handed it off to God. And I've been a germphobe forever. I don't ever touch door handles to go into a building. I always use the tail end of my shirt tail. You know, I use my shirt tail to open a door. Or a shirt sleeve, I pull it down over my hand, use it like a glove. I don't do that. And I mean, I've always done that for years and years and years. Drink up. I almost said that S word. I had to cut back my tea bags again. I can't do 2 because it was almost 2 in the morning before I went to bed. I'm going to have to make a rule. No caffeine after 3 o'clock or after tea time. If I don't drink all the tea at tea time. Oh, but I'm really excited. We have got a space launch this afternoon. As soon as we get off of here in the next hour, there will be a space launch from the Cape Canaveral. And it will be of Falcon X, I believe. 2 astronauts going up to the space station. Elon Musk I saw him with a mask on today, but the guys have been in quarantine for 30 some odd days. Maybe more than that. And they're going to go up to the space station. Yeah, I put some green tea in with my Body Clutter Wise Women's tea. That hits the spot. It really does. I'm looking forward to more tea coming in. It'll be here before we know it. You know, time flies. It really does. I mean, I work on 2 weeks at a time, working on the messages going out. And it just seems like every other day I'm flipping that page, going to a new page. Oh, thank you. I had this tank, but I don't like to go without sleeves. I looked in my closet for a shirt to contrast and found one that matched, dare I say, perfectly. Yep, I said it. What does fly? I can't believe it does. Yeah, it does fly. I mean, I'm 64 years old. And it was just yesterday, Justin was a baby. A baby. It's been fun to listen to him tell me what his first memories were. And me to corroborate when they were. He thought he was 5 when he went swimming for the first, well, not swimming for the first time, but swimming where his dad threw him in the pool in St. Louis. Just threw him in. Scared the bejesus out of the child. That's why it was his first memory. He was 3. 3 years old. My first memory was on a train going to California. Mother was pregnant with Ben's mom, Leanne, and I was standing in the seat on a train, and Patty was there, and Mother had a big tummy, and then Leanne was born in California. So Leanne was born in 59, and I was born in 56. So that would have made, and we're in the same month in January, so that would have made me 2 and about 10 months or so. Because Mama's tummy was big. Well, being frazzled, Karen, means you need to just stop and drink your tea And just take some deep breaths. Take some deep breaths. Yeah, you know what I mean. Take some deep breath. And hold it. If you've got a balloon, blow some balloons up. Just take some deep breaths and settle down. When you feel yourself getting frazzled, I can tell because I start sitting on my hands. When I get antsy, I start sitting on my hands and it's not fun. Yeah, Patty and I have been around the horn together. We have been through it together. There's 14 months difference in our ages, so we've always had each other's back. Yep. So drink up. I said the word soul again. Recognizing it is half the battle. That's what I'm telling myself. So I'm not beating myself up. I'm just saying I can do better. Oh, this tastes good. It feels good going down. Tomorrow is questions. Yes, it is. Put the questions in. Somebody start a thread with questions. And we will get your questions, and Liz and Patty will send me your questions. Last week we did eight or 9 pages of questions, and we will get through it. Well, I was listening to Scott Adams, and he said when you write the word so, everything comes after it is pretty much a lie. And I don't want to be considered a liar. I'm not. Anyway, folks. Anyway's a bad one too. Drink up. Share our videos. Thank you so much. Thank you for the stars. Thank you for becoming a supporter. Just remember, life is for the living. There's Ben. Wish him happy birthday, everybody. I'll stay on here while y'all wish him happy birthday. Leanne's aggravating me. I know what she's doing. I know what she's doing. Everybody, there he is. His birthday's tomorrow. I have sent him some of Sherry's chocolate dipped strawberries as a surprise, and he just got them. Oh, yeah. This weekend, May the 31st, is when our rag sales are going away. The silver and the purple rag BOGO is going away. We haven't decided about the pink rags yet. But the silver, we know for certain the silver and the purple will be going away on May the 31st. That's Sunday. Isn't that Sunday? Let me get my calendar. Where'd the calendar go? There it is. Reach under here and get it. May the 31st is Sunday. Yep. So the BOGO is going away on Sunday. Now we'll still have our Big Mop pack on sale, our Ultimate pack on sale. The reason we have to shut down the sales is because both of those packages have purple rags in them. And we can't run out of those packages. Because a lot of new people like to get... We can't run out of purple rags to go into those packages. I want more purples. Well, you better get them ordered now. Because come Sunday, they're gonna be back at the normal price. And we may have to turn off the silver entirely. Because they're not in any packages, but we're going to run out. I have 36 rags of each color. Only thing. Yes, you got to use them. Having a lot of them lets you do a whole load at a time. Everybody's drinking to Ben. Here's to another birthday and surviving this chemo and the cancer. He can do it. I know he can because he's helping others. Well, y'all have a good rest of the day. I will see you in the morning for question and answer time. Remember, the coupon code is CLEAN25. If you want to save on anything that's not on sale, you get a 25% discount automatically. 25% for things that are not already deeply discounted. I would just put it in there and see what it got. So drink up. And I'm going to go watch a space launch. I always loved it when I was a kid. It just feels like I'm a kid again. I got to stay home from school and everything. I wrote my senior paper on the space shuttle before it ever happened. And now it's no more space shuttles. Nope. I love you all. See you later. Yes, let's say a prayer for our astronauts.